Hey folks, Wes here. I just want to show you something. I've been writing a lot of Greasemonkey scripts lately. Basically, it's just code that runs on pages that you want. So here's a problem I have is when Scott and I are recording, we go to the studio and then Scott joins the lobby, and because I'm the guy who runs it, I have to let Scott in. There's no way for me to give him access so he can just auto join. So what I did is I wrote like a little function here called let Scott in. Every second it checks if there is a button that pops up here, and when that button is clicked, or when that button pops up, it will click it for me. It's just really, really simple. So I thought I'll show you how to do another one. Here's another problem I have, which is when you join the chat, it gives you like this chat one, and then it flashes in the title here all the time. And the chat just says, "Welcome to Riverside. If you need any help, reach out to us," which is great. But I do this 3 or 4 times a week. I don't need to click that and click that. That's 8 clicks a week. Who's got time to click 8 times? So let me show you how I will fix it. So first we'll make a new Greasemonkey script. I'm gonna say chat nah, and we're just gonna say call it remove chat. We'll remove one chat. I'm going to match it on. There's Grant, which is like you can get access to. This is kind of like Chrome extension, except like you don't have to go through the whole hubbubaloo of making a Chrome extension. You can just write a quick little JavaScript. And this, I'm using this Tamper Monkey on Chrome. I use Greasemonkey on Firefox. I'm sure you can use these in boosts in Arc. It's just JavaScript that runs on the page, so nothing special. All right, so what I want to do is I am going to go in here and join the studio. And essentially, we need to wait for this chat one to pop up the very first time. And usually I would use Mutation Observer for that type of thing. But I can't do that because this is like a React application or something like that. And the element needs to be on the page in order to watch for the change. So you have to set an interval to watch for it. So might as well just run a set interval here. So let's rename this to, let me clear out this function here. And we'll make this function called clear one chat. Okay. So when the page is loaded, we're going to be like in this state. So let's inspect this. Basically, we need to like look for the first time that this pops up. And generally you can look at the button, or let me bump it up for you. Woo! So I need to figure out like what's on this button here. So sometimes they have a class or a tab or something like that that's on the page. Tab list. How many tab lists are on the page? So document query selector all, where the role is equal to tab list. Okay. All right, there's only one on the page, so we're lucky. Let's do that. So we'll just use document.query selector. And then we'll just say .text content. Oh, we need query selector all. We need all of them. And then we need to filter them. So we'll wrap it in array.from, and we'll filter where the button.text content is equal to chat1. There we go. Okay, so what we did there is we selected all the buttons in the tab list and filtered them for the button that says chat1. So here we can just say const button, and on the end we'll just tack an @1 on the end, and that, or @0, and that will give us the first one. So now if I just run that straight in the console, we get it. Okay, it's pretty simple. We'll just say if there is a button, then button.click, and then we'll just clear the interval because we don't want it to run again. It only happens once. It's not going to come back. If there is a new chat that says chat1, then that's somebody that is actually chatting with us. But as soon as this page loads, this JavaScript should run and then clear it. So we will click that. Okay. Then we need to go back to the studio button for that. So what we'll do is, we would be on this button here. We need to go to parent and then to the first child and click that. So say button dot parent element dot child element. It's so much easier to do in the console here where you don't have TypeScript. So assuming we're at the button, dot parent element dot child elements first child. That's what we want. So button dot parent element dot first child dot click. And that should bring us back to the chat. And this will probably be instant once we actually do run it. So that's user script. So now I go to Tamper Monkey and I want to create a new script, paste it in there, remove one chat, give it a save. Now watch when I refresh the page and load it. Boom, like right away. Maybe let's change it to 5 seconds just for the sake of the video. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. It went even faster because it runs every 5 seconds. Good. So I'll move that back to 1 second and we are good. Tamper Monkey is awesome. You got problems on a website, fix them yourself. Sometimes, like, this is a great product, but sometimes there's just little things that it's just not, like, I'm not going to submit a ticket or anything like that. Just fix it yourself. Move along with your life. Peace.